Ready?
Yep.
Ready.
Yes.
Sorry, I got a green light. Yes. Staff, ready? I don't see Mr. Rice. We don't probably need for this, do we? I'll go ahead and open the Employee Benefit Trust meeting for July 23rd, 2024. And I believe Ms. Meismer will be the one addressing.
Yes, sir. As soon as Martin gets the presentation, there we go. Okay, we're going to talk about our FY 2025 employee benefits today. And you just opened the meeting of the Employee Benefit Trust, and what that is Chapter 222.002 of the Texas Insurance Code says that insurance companies have to pay 1.75% tax on the total premiums that they collect from policyholders. That same chapter also states that if a municipality sets up a single entity benefit trust, the premiums are tax exempt. So in July of 2008, the City Council approved a resolution to create the Employee Benefit Trust, and the City Council serves as the trustees, and that's what y'all are doing today. So our benefit trust savings to date is $784,894. So this was a very good thing for City Council to do back in 2008. So we did a request for proposals for medical and dental benefits only. Our other benefits had a 2 or more year rate guarantee, so we didn't have to worry about those this year. We advertised as required, and we received 2 bids for medical and 3 bids for dental benefits. Our medical bids, Blue Cross Blue Shield came in at 24.4% increase with our same plan. United Healthcare came in at 4%, just with a slightly higher deductible than our current deductible. We were kind of excited about that. We have a loss ratio with Blue Cross Blue Shield at 119.1%. The loss ratio is claims paid versus premiums paid. So the claims were 119% more than the premiums that we paid. And that includes the pharmacy and the medical claims. So this put us in a very challenging position with Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yep.
Yeah, so here is our loss ratio for the previous 12 months. And as you can see, May kind of did us in for any kind of negotiating on our current plan at 173.9% loss ratio. So we began negotiations, even with a 4% increase from United Healthcare. We had some concerns, as we've had concerns with them for many years, because they always bid on our coverage. They would have network disruption, provider network disruption. We would lose 29 of our local providers if we went with UHC, which is not good. And then they had a slightly higher deductible for the HSA plan. Right now, our deductibles are $3,000, $6,000, $3,000 per individual, $6,000 per family, and that would go to $3,500 and $7,000. We began negotiations with Blue Cross Blue Shield due to the stronger provider network in Kerrville and the stability of our 11-year relationship with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Our best and final offer from Blue Cross Blue Shield came in at 3.7% increase, which includes a $125,000 premium credit. There are some changes to our plan, but we have not made changes to our plan in over 5 years. So our PPO specialist copay would go from $55 to $60, very minimal. A good thing is, on this PPO plan, they removed the deductible. Right now we have a deductible on our prescriptions. The prescription deductible was removed. We have a deductible on our prescriptions of $150 per individual. So in October, you have to meet that before any prescriptions are paid with a copay. So now they've removed that deductible and only copays apply for prescriptions. On the HSA plan, all prescription claims are subject to the HSA medical deductible and coinsurance. So that's different than they have now if you're on the HSA plan. Right now, if you're on it, you have the copays just like we do on the PPO plan. However, we only have 4 employees that are on our HSA plan right now. So everybody else is on our PPO plan. The big change is the deductible. On the PPO plan, the deductible will go, right now it's $3,000, $6,000, and it would go to $4,500 and $9,000. And, I know that's a lot, $1,500, but we have only 10% or 70 of our 708 members that have met their deductible so far this year. So most people have claims that are under the deductible. Staff's recommendation for the following reasons: we recommend staying with Blue Cross Blue Shield. They are well received by the area medical community, stronger provider network in Kerrville, the stability of our 11-year relationship with Blue Cross Blue Shield, high satisfaction rate among our plan members, and employees and families know the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan and how it works. And I put a note down here, I really don't think that the deductible increase is a real negative, because 90% of the covered members, employees plus dependents, have not met their deductible. And all they pay are the copays. Any questions on the medical part? This slide here just shows our rate history since 2014. You can see how much our increases were, or if we were flat, or anything else. Last year we had a 13.2% increase.
Remind me why it was so high last year?
Our loss ratio, again, and we kept
Okay.
the plan design the same.
Okay.
Yes. So this year, we hadn't made a plan design change since 2020, so it's been 5 years. And we feel that, in order to keep our rates low so that we can continue to pay for the employee coverage and a portion of the dependent coverage, then we needed to make some plan design changes. This is what our medical looks like, PPO plan, or what it will look like. $4,500 deductible individual, $9,000 family deductible. Office visit copay is $40 for the physician and $60 for the specialist. If you do telehealth, your copay is $40. Preventive care, routine lab, and imaging is always paid at 100%, and our RX copays are $15, $40, and $70, and there's no deductible on that RX. On the HSA plan, the deductible is $3,200 per individual or $6,400 per family. The medical coverage is paid at 80% after the deductible is met. The prescriptions are paid at 80% after the deductible is met. And employees with a health savings account from an external provider can use those funds for eligible health expenses under our HSA plan. Any questions on medical? Okay, we'll go on to dental now. The dental bids, we had 3 bids. Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is our current provider, came in at a 12% increase for our same plan. UHC, United Healthcare, came at a 9.27% increase, same plan as current, and MetLife came in at flat, no increase with the same plan as current. So that was kind of, we know where we wanted to go with that. We want to change, our recommendation is to change to MetLife, and MetLife also gave us a 7% cap on the second and third year renewals if we renew with them the second and third year. It's not required, but if we do, then we have that rate cap. And the Kerrville provider with MetLife is better than the Kerrville provider with Blue Cross Blue Shield. So we're going to gain a little bit there. On the MetLife Dental, the city contribution, it is considered a core benefit. We pay 100% of the cost for the employee and 17 to 18% of the cost for the dependents. Just depends on what tier of coverage, whether they have employee and spouse, employee and family, or employee and children. On this plan, we have a $50 individual deductible, $150 family deductible. It's waived for preventive. We have a $1,500 annual max benefit, $1,500 orthodontic lifetime max, children only up to age 19. Again, preventive services are covered at 100%. That includes cleanings, exams, and x-rays. Basic services, which would be fillings and extractions, those are covered at 80%. And then major services like oral surgery, inlays, onlays, crowns are all covered at 50%. And this is the same plan that we have now. The city and the employee contribution remains the same as the current year. So we also provide city-paid life and AD&D. AD&D is accidental death and dismemberment. On the life, we pay employee-only coverage, which is 1 times base annual salary with a maximum of $50,000. For the accidental death and dismemberment, the payment is based on the severity of the disability or dismemberment. The cost for that coverage is per $1,000 of covered monthly payroll. Our basic life rate is 5 cents. Our AD&D rate is 2 cents for a total rate of 7 cents. And we estimate, depends, it fluctuates depending on the number of people we have in vacancies and stuff like that on the month. But it's estimated per employee per year at $36, which is very reasonable. We have a 2-year rate guarantee, which is why we didn't have to go out to bid for them, and that ends next year. We also have a long-term disability plan that's paid for by the city. The max monthly benefit is $10,000 or 60% of your base monthly salary. It is reduced by Social Security disability, workers' compensation, employer-sponsored sick leave, and retirement benefits. We have an elimination waiting period of 90 days. The max benefit period is age 65 or Social Security normal retirement age, whichever is later. The cost is 30 cents per $100 of covered monthly payroll, and it's estimated per employee per year at $180. We have the same plan design and the same rate as current, and we have a 2-year rate guarantee that ends on 9/30/2025. So our core and voluntary benefits. Our core benefits are the benefits that the city contributes a portion of, and the voluntary benefits is no city contribution. So the core benefits are medical. We pay 100% of the employee benefit and 75% of the dependent coverage. Dental, we pay 100% of the employee coverage and 17 to 18 of the dependent coverage. For our life and AD&D, we pay 100% of the employee coverage, and long-term disability, we pay 100% of the employee coverage. Our voluntary benefits, again, no city contribution for these, so they're all voluntary. Vision, supplemental life and AD&D, short-term disability, AFLAC, and then MASSA, emergency medical transport. So we have a very robust benefit plan.
Do you have many people take advantage of the voluntary benefits?
Yes, yes we do.
Okay, good.
So our cost of benefits, we calculate the cost of benefits by per employee per month, which is PEPM, and per employee per year, PEPY. The city contribution to the cost of benefits for Blue Cross Blue Shield Medical is $10,665 per employee per year. MetLife Dental is $386 per employee per year. Blue Cross Blue Shield Group Life and AD&D is the $36 per employee per year, and the long-term disability is $180 per employee per year, for a total of $11,267 per employee per year that the city contributes to the cost of benefits. For our budget, we budget benefits for all full-time positions approved by council. And if you approve all the full-time positions, we would have 340 positions because we're asking for, actually it's 342, because we're asking for 3, right? 2 of the custodians, I left those out. Vacancies occur during the year, and so the monthly billing varies. Our current employees that are covered by benefits are 319 employees, and benefits bids are based on this number. How we calculate the budget for the benefits is we have 319 covered employees times the total cost of benefits from the previous page, which was $11,267. And that's for medical, dental, group life, AD&D, and LTD, for a total city expense of $3,594,173. Then we divide that by 340 budgeted employees, and we get $10,571 per employee per year. We also have a benefit reserve. With the Employee Benefit Trust, there's a benefit reserve. And our benefit reserve balance as of June 30th is $313,642. The benefit reserve changes due to constant changes in the number of employees due to hires and terminations, employees changing benefit plans at open enrollment, and employees changing coverage and plans due to life status change, like getting married, getting divorced, having babies, and all that kind of stuff. So for FY 2025, our benefit budget, our budget calculation is $10,571 per employee per year. In the budget, we have $11,000 per employee per year, and we would ask that council or the Employee Benefit Trust trustees authorize the use of the Employee Benefit Trust if needed to pay for any overages, just in case we are fully staffed and we don't have vacancies and all that. So the action to be taken today, staff recommends council, acting as the trustees of the City of Kerrville Employee Benefit Trust, approve the FY 2025 employee benefit plans, rates, and funding as presented, and authorize the city manager to execute the contracts with the providers. And I am here to answer any questions that you might have. If you need me to go backwards to a slide, I'm happy to do that. And I would like to introduce Natalie Haskett with Gallagher Benefit Services, who was instrumental in getting bid down with Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Any questions? Council, not council, trustees.
Nope.
No, I was just gonna make a comment.
Please
that,
do.
I like it when you're not gonna have a change of providers, because I
Yes.
myself have gotten in that situation before, and it's just a mess to start over. So I'm glad to hear that. That's a plus.
Yes, ma'am.
One question on the dental.
Okay,
You did say that they have better providers.
yes.
Any discouragement from the employees going from Blue Cross Blue Shield to the new
MetLife.
MetLife?
No, dental plans are pretty the same everywhere you go, and the dental providers that are part of the networks, they know what the coverages are. They're pretty transparent.
I'll make sure.
And we've had
Okay.
MetLife previously.
Okay.
And they're very easy to deal with, very easy to have claims paid and everything.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? So we do take action as trustees today.
Yes, sir.
Y'all see what the action, the recommended action is. If there's a motion to that effect, I'd appreciate it.
I'll move to approve the fiscal year 2025 employee benefit plans, rates, and funding as presented, and authorize the city manager to execute the contracts with the providers.
Is there a second?
Second.
So we have a motion, and a second. Any discussion? All in
Thank you for
favor?
all your work.
All in favor, so vote. Passes unanimously.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Kim.
All right, I'm going to adjourn the meeting of the Employee Benefit Trust at 4:17 and open up the Kerrville City Council workshop for July 23rd, 2024. All right, I think, are there any public comments?
No, sir.
Thank you. So I will need a motion to go into executive session with the appropriate chapter. And
I make a motion that we go into executive session on the statute 551071.
correct? For a second?
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, so vote. And it's unanimous. All right, we are going into executive session, which will be upstairs, correct?